5-yard line. I thought something weird was going to happen because Lawson had that ball straight up. Normally you tip it back just a little bit. I've kind of done that kicking thing. Back to pass. Browning gonna get sacked, breaks a tackle, and he is sacked. About a 5-yard loss, and the clock will run out. And halftime, it'll be 32-0. I'll have to recap this for you. Star Valley will go back to the east end zone. I think Soda will go inside. A little more energy on the Braves side. And Soda just kind of walking back. Now they got a little hustle. So is it working? I think we are. Hopefully we got the cheerleaders doing something. I can recap it for you. We apologize for the technical difficulties. First game. Star Valley huddled up in the east end zone. And Soda, well, just kind of meandering back to the locker room. You think they'd have a little hustle so they'd have a little more time. Wow. Mini cheerleaders. They're cute. Cardinal cheerleaders. Best in the state with the mini cheerleaders right down in front of us. Mini cheerleaders with white bows on their hair. Cardinal varsity cheerleaders, they have gold bows. That's awesome. Soda is still just meandering back to the locker room. Can't really comment on that. Back in 1970, I wouldn't play the second half if I was walking back to the dressing room. May waste at least 2 minutes of chat back in the locker room, just meandering back to the locker room. Don't mean to get down on them, but need a little more energy, like the cheerleaders have down in front of us. Really cool. Neil Diamond. Sweet Caroline. That's where BYU will be tomorrow at East Carolina. Cheerleaders, really cute. Different ages, younger kids on up to probably at least 6th grade, maybe 8th grade. That Sweet Caroline. I think some of the crowd was singing along with that. About 7.5 minutes in the halftime. Let me take my glasses off so I can kind of recap this. First touchdown came at 10:22. And I didn't write down who that was. I probably couldn't read it. That made it 6-0. With 21.3 seconds, a pick by Watson. He took it in. Extra point was good. And with 21.3 to go in the first quarter, the Braves led it 13-0. At 10:24 in the second, Gaskell, Gaskdell, from 9 yards out, took it in. Extra point was no good. And at 10:24 to go in the second, it was 19-0. Hear the Soda fight song, school song, cheerleaders. Great job with the pyramid out there. 5:50 to go in the second. They brought one of the big guys in. He was about 200 pounds. He had a 4-yard smash. The extra point was no good. The old fridge Chicago Bears play. That was with Jim McMahon. That'll tell you how old I am. Bears actually won the Super Bowl that year. Extra point, no good. Again, that made it 25-0. And with 11.8 seconds to go in the half, Watson took it over, 16 yards out. Extra point was good. And here we are at halftime, 32-0, Braves. Couldn't figure out why I couldn't read the scoreboard because I don't have my glasses on because I can't read my notes with my glasses on. Oh, that's terrible. Sue Haley giving me a big hope that it doesn't freeze again. Games going on tonight. North Gym 3-1. They are at Garden Valley. Grace 4-0. They are up at Glens Ferry. Done baseball games, Soda, at Glens Ferry in a tournament. We don't go on the road anymore. But I've done baseball at Glens Ferry. Got to move my bag so it's not knocked over. Sugar is at Kimberly. Century is at Shelley. Century a good team this year. I don't know whether you have seen the Diamondbacks brand new field, artificial surface. You can see it from the freeway when you drive by. So you got Century at Shelley, Snake is at South Fremont, Parma is at West J. Of course, Star Valley's here. Highland is at Thunder Ridge up in Idaho Falls. Basalt, Colorado is at Teton. Good rivalry. Jackson is at Bear Lake. Bears are 0-3 this year. And they are going to fill in for our window cancellation. I love Saturdays. Local teams. A lot of BYU fans in the area. Probably actually more than Boise State. So I put the Cougars first. They are 2-0 with wins over Stanford and Portland State. Had a bye last week. And they are at East Carolina, Greenville, North Carolina, to face the Pirates. Then the following week, next week, they'll be in Boulder to face Colorado. And then the Cougs will finish. Well, I don't think they finish with West Virginia. They'll have West Virginia, the Mountaineers, on October 3rd at Lavelle Edwards. Boise State, 1-1, lost to South Florida, beat Eastern Washington, had a bye last week, and they'll be at Air Force tomorrow, and then Appalachian State at Boise the following week, and then the Broncos will be at Notre Dame. Utah State down in Logan, 2-1. They beat UTEP, lost to Texas A&M, and then beat Air Force last week. They got the McNeese State Cowboys in Logan tomorrow, and they are from Lake Charles, Louisiana. And then the Ags head to Nashville to face Vanderbilt. And then they'll have their bye, and then they'll be at Hawaii. Almost ready. Braves come back out onto the field. Soda still in the locker room. Idaho 2-1. Lost to Washington State. Beat St. Thomas of California. Beat Dixie. I'm not going to say Utah Tech. Still Dixie to most of us. They'll be at San Jose State tomorrow. The Vandals will face the Spartans. And then they'll be at Montana. Then they'll have their bye. Soda back on the field. Idaho State 0-3. Lost to UNLV. Southern Utah Thunderbirds down in Cedar City. Lost to the Lobos in Albuquerque. Played them actually pretty tough, 32-22. They've got Lincoln, California in Pocatello tomorrow. The next week they'll have Northern Colorado. Weber State, if you follow the Wildcats, they lost to James Madison, lost to Arizona, don't know what they were doing playing Arizona. And they beat McNeese State, that Utah State has. And then they've got Butler at Weber in Ogden tomorrow. And then Weber State next week will be at UC Davis. Sue Haley should have brought a bigger coat. Does, it gets cold. Let's see, I think get my glasses on. I thought Star Valley kicked off. Maybe wrong. There has to be a skunk over here on the practice field. No, Soda's going to receive. Star Valley will hustle up, kick west to east. Back deep will be Stevens. Also, Zayden Garbett. That is a drone. I can see it move now. Hello. Green blinking lights on the east side. Braves will kick off from the east 40-yard line. I think they've still got their main players in there. Lawson will kick off for the Braves. Good kicker. Deep kick. Stevens will collect it in about the 5-yard line. Breaks to the left side. Back up the middle. Good job. Look across the 25 to about the 26. Maybe. No, 27. Soda will start there. Don't think the Cards have crossed midfield tonight. Some of those green blinking lights up there, and I don't think that's Chinese. I think that's somebody local with a drone. Soda will send Stevens wide to the near side with a flanker. 2 running backs. Browning in the pocket, flushed out of the pocket, moves up, throws it out, complete. Across the 35-yard line, or did he drop it? Oh, Harrison dropped it. Harrison's been a receiver, but he's a big kid and he's really got good wheels. You could actually use him as another running back. He's got power. He was the quarterback for the Cards last year. Just beginning the third quarter, 32-0. Soda second down and 10. Stevens to the near side, put a flanker in the slot. Mackay Browning back, flushed out of the pocket, throws it out. And wow, Gage Peck just got flattened. And I will assure you that these Star Valley kids have great mechanics. They know how to tackle. Their quarterback, he's awesome. That Gage got pancaked over there. Stevens to the near side, Soda 3rd and 10. Mackay Browning in the pocket, gonna flare it out. It's complete, but not good enough. Right about the 30-yard line. They needed more than that. They needed to get up to about the 38-yard line. So 4th down, and if I'm the coach, I would punt it away. They're not sure. I can't see Garbett back there. Maybe a different punter. I don't see Garbett's black leggings that he wears. Different punter. Pretty good kick off to the right side. That's going to be collected 40-yard line. Stevens hammers down the returner. Stevens actually comes up a little shaky. How many fingers, Randy? 2. Stay in there. My younger brother was a quarterback for American Fort, and he actually got dinged so hard that he ran 4 plays and didn't know actually what he was doing. He would have been under a concussion protocol, but no, stayed in there. Actually scored against Provo. Snap is back, handoff off the left side. I think we got a new quarterback. Let me find him. Very tiny, tiny print. And that was to get all the Braves on the roster. I think that says Cooper Lancaster, number 4 for Star Valley. Now the quarterback. They've still got some huge kids along that line. We're going to say Lancaster is the quarterback. Flanked by Watson, changes sides, right to left, low snap. And we've got a flag, and I think Watson was leaning forward. I think that's going to be procedure against Star Valley. That's 5 yards. That'll back them up inside the 40-yard line to about the 38. Second down and 12. New quarterback, Lancaster. I see new kids all over the place for the Braves. And again, the print is so small, I can't read it. They send trips to the near side. Lancaster flanked out the right side. Believe that's Watson. Now he spreads out a little further. Lancaster in the shotgun, rolls right, hands on the draw back the other way to Watson. Watson has the first down across the Soda 35, inside the 35, down about the 31-yard line. Wow, they've run that draw so well, and that time they ran it on a slant, kind of on a counter. Watson runs it clear down to the Soda 30-yard line. First and 10 for Lancaster and the Braves. And still the starting running backs. Adderley hands off to the left side. He gets about 5. So Hovey, starting quarterback for the Braves, has probably finished his night. It's Lancaster. 9 minutes to go in the third. 32-0. Had little technical difficulties, and when we say freeze, that actually kind of has a double meaning for Suhaili. I think she's freezing. She is. Supposed to get below freezing on Monday. Supposed to get down to 29 degrees. It was cold this morning. Straight up the middle, taken down about the 30-yard line. I got to pick him up. I don't have the advantage of a spotter. Cope was the ball carrier. We're going to get all kinds of new people in for the Braves. They brought a lot. I'm sure they had 2 buses. So it takes 2 buses, usually for the cheerleaders and the team. Star Valley might have brought 3 buses. Lancaster back in the shotgun. Soda in that 5-3 defense. Handoff, and that's a 47. Great hole right up the middle. Inside. That was a different ball carrier. That was not what you heard. That was, where are you? I don't see, oh, there it is. And that was, oh, wow, can't read it. Watterson is kind of way, though you say that. Lancaster, first and 10. about the Soda 19. And he's going to back is dropped in the backfield. Nice D. Good penetration by Soda. Bring up about a second down and 12. So Star Valley with the second string in there. They're threatening again. They lead it 32-0 with 6:40 to go in the third. They've still got some big kids out there. I know they've got like 250, 260. Handoff on a counter and clear down inside the 10. I'm not sure the Lancaster. I thought he handed it off. It was a counter play. It's going to be first and goal. Right about the 9-yard line. Lancaster, the quarterback. He's a big kid. I can't tell what grade he is. Can't read it. Lancaster in the shotgun, flanked by Watson off the left side. Hands to Watson on a delay. Watson powers down near. Oh, there's a football. That was a football. I thought somebody was throwing a flag. Was one of the Soda kids throwing a ball. No, pay attention to the game. Second and 9 or second and goal from the 9-yard line for Star Valley. Lancaster in the shotgun. Moves the running back to the right side. Counter play around the left end. That is Cope. And he's down near the goal line. When I was in St. George, lights would come on and these great big, kind of like moths, would float around the lights. And you'd have bats, real bats. I don't know where they came from. St. George and nighthawks. I've never seen a nighthawk here, but they would go around and scoop up those bugs. Two receivers go left to right. Watson or Lancaster in a shotgun. Third and goal from about the 4. Handoff off the right side. Soda stuffs it up. Maybe a yard or two. They're inside the 5, and I'm thinking it's about 4 or 3-yard line, inside the 5-yard line. And man, that was almost. Oh, they're going to kick a field goal. Lawson will try. Thompson will hold rather than trying to power it in. Lawson. He had one that went clear out on the track. And that one's going to go clear out on the track. So a field goal. That was, what do you call that, a 24-yarder? Lawson, he powered that clear out on the track. That makes it 35-0. Braves with 3:58 to go. How about this time of night? You get real chill. So, Soda will receive. Nice field goal. I think it was about a 24-yarder. I think he set that up at about the 14. Of course, you got the 14 yards and the 10 yards of the end zone. He's a good kicker. He could nail 40-yarders. Easy from the 30-yard line. He's got a great foot, does Lawson. Soda huddled up around the officials out there at midfield. Stevens will go back for the Lawson kickoff. Not sure what that was all about. I didn't see him exchange any money. There were three cards huddled up around the one official right at midfield. Now they spread it out. Five kids up front. Then you got three and two and Stevens. Lawson. I don't know. They have a second string kicker. Lawson's done all the kicking, including 20-yard, 24-yard field goal. Kicking west to east. Low spinner that might go out of bounds. No, it's going to quail out. Stevens got to pick it up. Braves breaks it down the right sideline. There's a flag dug on it. Great return by Randy. Two flags. It would be a hold or a bad block by the Cards. Big soda. That's holding. That erases a nice return by Randy Stevens. I'm waiting for him to totally step it off. It's a spot foul, and it's 10 yards from where the hold occurred. That's going to back Soda way back inside the 20. So once again, Soda starts deep in their own territory. Receiver comes out wide to the near side. Makai Browning in the shotgun. Flanked by Garbutt. Little flare out to Harrison. Not much. Maybe a yard. That was kind of what we call a tunnel screen or just a flare in to Harrison. For a tunnel screen, you've got to have blockers in front of you, and it seems like he was out there on that little, just kind of a slant. Picks up a yard and a half, maybe. Second down for Soda. Braves, they have, I think, second string on there. Ooh, over the head of Browning, that's the second time. He recovers, got to throw it away, smart play. And they could call that grounding. Smart play by Makai Browning, throwing that away and avoiding the sack. And maybe if I was wearing the stripes, I would call grounding on that one. I didn't see a Soda receiver there. There were Braves DBs there, but not Soda. That brings up the third down and 9. Not much of a running game tonight for the Cards. It's been all pass. Almost over the head of Browning again. He's flushed out of the pocket. Little pass across the middle is caught. And what a great catch by Harrison, and he's really close to the first down. He may have it. Chains are leaning, so I think Harrison, I got to remember, I can't read his number, but Harrison has bright white socks. That's how you tell them apart. Two receivers to the near side. Browning back in the shotgun, flanked off the right side by Garbutt, and that's in and out of the hands of Stevens. He was hit as soon as he touched that one. Bring up a second down and 10. Coming down to 2:32 to go. And we still have a drone watching the game, and I don't know whether, I don't think it's Russian or Chinese. I think it's local. Green blinking lights behind the east side of the field. Big third down for the Cards. Kai Browning in the pocket, airs it out. Almost picked. That was intended for Harrison. Hayden Harrison. Little brother's pretty good quarterback. I still got to get, is it Bracken or Bracken, I think? Harrison. Still got to get him to bring that ball over his ear. Third down, 10 for Soda. Browning, pump fakes, airs one out. Good pass, perfect. Zayden Garbett down to the 40-yard line. Beautiful pass by Browning. As Zayden Garbett just runs a wheel route. You know what that is? It's actually the back out of the backfield that will run a circle back to the middle. And Browning put that there perfectly. And I think this is the first time Soda has actually been in the Braves territory. They're at the 39-yard line. 3 receivers on the left side. Flanked by Garbett. Browning in the pocket. Little pass blocked out of the air. Goes right back to Garbett. Browning. Browning picks up a couple of yards. Got a flag. Flag at about the 44-yard line. Normally that's holding. We'll see.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Cardinals.
Did he pick up the flag? Picked up the flag and put it in his pocket. They're going to bring the chain or the box back. Yeah, it's against Soda. I hate it when I'm right. They'll bring the ball back to the 49-yard line. What an effort by Mackay Browning. He almost had that stuffed right in his face. And then somehow Pump Fake got out of there, made a couple of yards, but the hold, I think the hold was actually on this side away from the play. Soda sends trips to the near side. Browning flanked by, I think, Zayden Garbett. Browning back in the pocket, pump fakes, in trouble, floats one, complete. I think that's Miller. Inside the 35-yard. Let me see who that was. I thought that was Owen Miller. Owen wears number 1. He's played a couple of really good games, had an awesome first down against Firth right on the sideline. Once again, trips to the near side. Browning flanked by, I believe it's Garbett. Quick pass over the head, but that wasn't intended. Goes down inside the 20-yard line. Trying to pick up the number. I think it was Stevens. Actually went over the head of the intended receiver. And I think it was Stevens back there. Thank you very much. I don't know whether Cole Garbett is injured. He's on the sideline with his helmet off. But he hasn't punted, and he hasn't been in the game in the second half. There's a little draw play. And it's number 29. That is Elijah Dilworth. I really like him. That's the end of the third. End of 3. We'll begin the final quarter. Braves lead it 35-0, but Soda has their best drive of the night. Cheerleaders leading the fight song for Soda. Cheerleaders smart as they wear their sweats. Gets a little chilly at night. We'll switch ends. Soda will now be going east as the officials move the ball. I think we're inside the 20. I've got to wait for the side judge, line judge, whatever you call him, to spot it. I think it's about the 19-yard line. where I sit, you can't really spot the ball. You have to look at the referee on the side. I think he's standing about the 19, maybe the 18-yard line. Move the chains. Board says second down and 10. I think it's second down and 6. Trust me. Ball. The official picks up the ball. He's going to move it a little farther, but the box goes the other way. Wait a minute. The box is on about the 25-yard line. Official spots it, I think, about the 21-22. I'm not sure we're squared up here. Soda threatening. That's a good thing. Browning takes the snap. Back to pass. Airs it out. Almost picked. Number 32, Stevens, down around the 5-yard line. A little bit over his head. It was almost picked. Just beginning the final quarter here at Archer Field. Harrison comes out wide to the near side. Browning flanked by 2 backs, a receiver to the far side. Browning calls. Ooh, he's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it. Takes off the left side. Touchdown! Makai Browning from about 18 yards out. That was nice. Good job. And there's the victory bell. Come on, you got to run the distance. So Browning, I'm going to call it 22 yards. And that's at 11:46 in the fourth. Soda usually goes for 2. Harrison comes out wide to the near side. Browning in the shotgun. Good decision by Browning. Good eyes. Throws across the top and it's good. 2-point conversion is good. That makes it 35-8. Nice pass by Browning. So Cards, they will kick off after they get their first touchdown tonight against a very good Star Valley team. Trying to pick up the Soda kids. $34 is Zayd Garbett. 24 is Harrison. Come on, Harrison, put your helmet on. Ready to go. Soda to kick off. Star Valley thinking this is really going to go deep. They're down inside the 5-yard line. They go 5, 2, 2, and 2. And their return team skims along the ground and covered at the 35-yard line. So the Braves will take over at their own 35-yard line. 11:45 to go in the ball game. Right at the 35. Braves were playing that kickoff almost clear back to the goal line, and I said, no, it ain't going to go that far. It's going to go along the ground. And it did. They did a good job covering it at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Braves. Lancaster back in a shotgun. I'm still thinking that's a 5-3 defense. Handoff around the corner. And breaking a tackle. He may go down the sideline inside the Soda 40. Let's see where they say he went down. I think you're going to spot him right at the Soda 40. Nice run. Once again, Braves really have some possums along that offensive line. Or horses. If you don't watch Bonanza. Lancaster may go under center this time, has an I formation. 11:20 to go, clock running. Send a man in motion. Hand off to the tailback and caught behind the line of scrimmage. There's number 29, Dilworth, with the penetration. He plays a linebacker or defensive end. Big kid, good kid. Redhead. No gain on first down. Second down. Well, they moved the box back. They're going to say second down and 11. Ball at the Soda 42-yard line. Lancaster back in a shotgun. Handoff straight up the middle. Breaks to the outside and may go and touchdown saving tackle by Soda. Stevens with the tackle. Stops him at about the 20, maybe inside the 20. Referee, I'm looking at him right at the 20-yard line. So the Braves are threatening, leading 25-8 with just about 10 minutes to go in the ball game. Lancaster in the shotgun has a running back behind him. Man in motion. And a little counter play down the sideline, inside the 10, down near the goal line. Let's see where they spot him. About the 1. 9:53. Braves looking to punch this in. They start the clock as they reset it for the first down. They'll stop it momentarily so they can move the chains. So the Braves, a blast away from another touchdown. Lancaster goes up under center. Let's see if he does a sneak. Long count. And hands off to the tailback off the left side. Might be a penalty. Thought it was. He grabbed him by the helmet. That'll be half the distance, but it'll be an automatic first down. I mean, kind of call it a face mask, but he actually grabbed him by the back of the helmet, which is dangerous. You have that weight on your head, and if you snap that head either left or right or back, and he did. He grabbed him by the helmet and kind of snapped him to the left. That's dangerous. 9:05 and running. Braves ready to punch it in right on the shadow of the goal line. And I think we got an illegal procedure against Star Valley. That'll back them up 5. So where the Braves were point blank, that's going to cost them 5 yards. They'll stop the clock with the penalty. Now they'll start it when they reset, coming down to 8:50. One of the Braves really hustles off. High formation for Star Valley. Man in motion. Goes off the right side on the counter. Now stopped by the Cards. Be second down and goal from about the 6-yard line. Nice touchdown by Soda. What a great read by Mackay Browning. That was beautiful. Star Valley, first and goal or second and goal from the 6. Running back pushes up. Little slant pass caught right at the goal line. I think it was caught. Yeah, it was caught right about the 1 or 2-yard line. That'll bring up Yeah, third down. I'm sure they're four down territory. Let's see. Want to play a little mercy. Kick the field goal again. You have a great kicker. They work over to the left hash. Lancaster under center. Well, he's in shotgun. Hand off. He's going to get into the end zone. And so 7:45, Delgado, a 1 yard run. The Braves will go up 41-8 with the extra point. Lawson to kick. It's the first time he's kicked from the west side. Thompson to hold. Good kicker. Although he's missed two. Hit a 24-yard field goal. Snap is back. Looks good. And it is good. The extra point is good. 42-8. Soto with 7 minutes and 45 seconds. They will receive Lawson's kickoff. Just me, and I apologize. Soto needs a little more energy coming out onto the field. Cheerleaders are throwing t-shirts. They got one in each hand. And here they go. One more. And right in front of us. They have to catch them before they fall down through the bleachers. 42-8. Lawson to kick off. Sue Haley is watching the clock. She probably wishes she could start her car from here. Lawson to kick off. Stevens back. There's a kick along the ground, scooped up at about the 36-yard line. Soto will take it right there at their own 36. Maybe they're going to spot it at the 35, maybe across the 35. Good job of covering that. That kind of kick, that can ping off of a player. They're hard to catch. Kind of pinball kind of a thing, and Soto did a good job of covering that one. Soto with the ball, 1st and 10. Looks like their own 36. Browning back in the shotgun. Nice snap. Browning flushed out of the pocket, rolls right. There's a hold. Flag is over the head, as small as over the head of Stevens. I think we got a hold, and that's a spot foul. Holding from the line of scrimmage is a 10-yard foul, but it could be as much as a 40-yard foul depending on where the hold is. It's a spot foul if the hold is really deep in the backfield. It's more than 10. They're going to call this one from the line of scrimmage because it was an incomplete pass. 1st down and 20. Have 3 receivers to the near side. Browning back in the shotgun. Rolls to the right, throws it out, complete. I think that was Gage Peck. I can't pick up the numbers. He was kind of clotheslined on that sideline. He's still down. He's still on his back. There's a flag. And I'm thinking that's against the Soto bench. Everybody takes a knee. Star Valley. I had Marsh Valley earlier. Star Valley was taking a knee because we got a Soto player down. They run over the sideline, and there is another flag. And that was Gage Peck. He's up. He's okay. But we got a probably unsportsman penalty against the Soda bench. Just guessing. I do speak. Oh, they call targeting, says Garbage. We'll take that. That'll be 15 and an automatic first down. We're gonna, maybe not. They spot the ball at the Soda 42. Star Valley hustles back onto the field. I like the I like the hustle in the Braves. Don't waste any time. Browning, flanked by Garbett in the pocket, moves, slides to the left, over the middle, and almost it is picked. Picked off and returned back to about the Soda 42-yard line. I think that's about the third pick we've had tonight by the Braves. Soda had a good deal working around their own 42-yard line, but it goes for naught as the Braves pick it off. 6:26 to go in the ball game, 42-8. And Sue Haley says it's about 15 degrees. She nods her head. She's awesome. Glad to have her this year. She knows how to work it. Zoom in, zoom out. We had computer freeze up a couple of times. She fixed it. Whistle. Maybe too much time. Or false start. Let's see what this one is. Maybe Star Valley. Oh, they're going to march off something. No, they put it back on the line of scrimmage. First down. First and 10 from the Soda 42. Star Valley might have called timeout just to get the player off the field to avoid the penalty. Lancaster moves this running back, hands it off up the middle on a counter inside the 40 down to about the 38-yard line of Soda. Clock is running, coming down to 6 minutes. Braves probably in no hurry. Got 5 officials tonight. That's good. I don't understand why we have 2 in the offensive backfield. That doesn't make sense. The other guy should be right about in the middle of the linebackers. Been there. That's dangerous. Handoff. And that goes down to about the Soda's 30-yard line. Short. Third down and 2 from about the Soda. Where are we? About the 32-yard line. Got to get the Friday night light out of my eyes. I back behind Lancaster. Come down to 5, 10. Hand off, straight up. Good defense by Soda. Great penetration. Let me pick him up for you. Carl was right there, and I thought he had the first hit. On a fourth down, about 3 for Star Valley. I really like Afton. Nice place. Thane is a nice place. They're not really going to punt this. Lawson could kick a field goal from here, but they've got a punter back. They're going to call timeout and talk it over. I kind of thought so. Deep in Soda territory, you wouldn't want to punt it because the kicker would be about the 43-yard line. What are you going to do? Kick it into the end zone and bring it back to the 20? That doesn't make any sense. Unless he's a good coffin corner kicker. to punt that, and most likely, probably a 50-50 shot that it would actually go into the end zone. That would only be a 20-yard difference. Timeout, both teams on their respective sidelines. 4:31 to go. They're going to try field goal? No. They're going to punt it. It would be about a 50-yarder from here. He's going to kick this into the end zone. What did I tell you? That just didn't make any sense. He kicks it into the end zone, and they only pick up about 20 yards on the deal because they'll bring it back out to the 20. Nice punt. They were trying to kill it right down inside the 5, but that had a good spiral. And if you kick the ball correctly, the spiral, the tail will be down, the nose will be up, tail will hit first, and that's exactly what that one did. Nice punt. But when the tail hits first, you're going to get a great roll out of that. That rolled right into the end zone. Soda, first down at their own 20. Browning rolls to the right, looking, nobody there. He's going to keep it. Goes out of bounds about the 25, 26-yard line. He's made some real good decisions tonight. Oh, they're going to say he went out of bounds a little earlier. Looks like he got about 3. I'm going to say 2nd and 7. Hate to disagree with the PA, but that's my job. Browning back into the shotgun. In the pocket. Little pass complete on the sideline. Kind of near the first down. I think he's short. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1. Clock is rolling. 3:50 to go in the football game. Come on, let's get a touchdown, Cards. 1. Nice drive and finished off by a Browning. I think it was 16 yards out. Browning in the pocket, rolls to the right. Looking, little flare pass, complete. And that's to Zayden Garbutt. Should remember, rather than looking at numbers, he has bright pink shoes. That should be a 10-yard penalty. Pink shoes, you just can't do that. See what the flag is. Gonna be holding Soda. I said it was a 10-yard penalty, and well, I hate it when I'm right. I didn't see the hold. They're moving the chains back. They already moved it up for a first down. You got to remember where they are. Got to have smart referees out there. It's going to be a 3rd down. Looks like almost 14. 15. Move the box 1 more yard. Down to 3:28 to go in the football game. Soda backed up. 3rd and 15. Once again, your referees, the one in the white hat is actually the referee. The rest are just refs. And tonight we have 5, 2 side judges, and the umpire sets up in behind the defensive backs. And the way they're running this crew, and I've never seen that before, the referee is always in the offensive backfield. They're backing Soda up a little further. They had a bad spot. The chains, once again, shouldn't have moved. We've kind of had that conversation all night where they've kind of taken off early. Don't move until the refs tell you to. 3rd and 15. I'm trying to look. About the 20-yard line. Let's see the ref. Inside the 20. And again, they are putting 2 officials in the offensive backfield. I've never seen that before. They intercepted. That was a floater. I didn't see a red jersey there, only white ones. And that's about the fourth pick tonight for the Braves. The Braves will take over deep in Soda territory. And they're going to spot the ball. I'm trying to look at the one official, but the Soda guys are kind of covering him. Looks like about the 30-yard line. Soda 30-yard line. Braves with the interception will take over. Lancaster moves his running back to the right side. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Let's see who got it. Soda says they have it. Are they right? Yes, they are. Cards with the fumble recovery. They have 3:10 to work with. Dilworth, I like him. Gotta be Irish with that red hair. Should call him Old Dilworth. Spot the ball at the Soda 30, maybe the 31. Soda first and 10. So Soda gets it back on the turnover. Not hardly any turnovers. That's the first one I remember for the Braves. Braves have at least 4 picks. Browning back in the shotgun. Harrison to the right side. Browning looking. Flare pass out. No, Dilworth can't hang on to it. He slaps his hands together like doggone it. Went right through his hands. Gotta be the Irish. Soda huddles up second down and 10 from their own 30-yard line. I call it the 31. It's just across the 30-yard line. Coming down to 3 minutes. Clock stopped at 3:05. Harrison out wide to the near side. Browning in a shotgun. I think the Braves are running a 4-4. Pass goes down. Catch. Harrison with the catch at the Star Valley 40-yard line. Call it the 41-yard line. What a catch. Great catch by Harrison. He really had to extend himself. Come on, Cards. You got 250. Punch it in. Soda at the Braves 41-yard line. Harrison comes wide to the near side. Gage, Stevens, can't remember, it's Garvin, I think, all on the left side. Ooh, almost put that over Browning's head. I gotta look. That almost looked like a number 2 back there instead of number 1. The way Soda's numbers are with that outline, it just kind of glares in the Friday night lights. It's hard to pick their numbers up. I know, I'm complaining. I do that. I tell the truth. Second down, 5 for Soda at the Star Valley 37-yard line. Browning back in the shotgun. Snap comes back. Browning pump fakes, airs it out. Picked off right about the goal line. They say that's Peterson, and I think that's his 3rd pick. So Browning is kind of looking at the grass as he's walking off the sideline. Doggone it. Lots of picks tonight for the Braves. Braves will take over. Let me see where the ref is. Where are you? He is at maybe the 4-yard line. Right close to the 5. Braves take over. We're down to a minute 32. They won't be in any hurry. They might look at the umpire and wait for him to wave off the last 5 seconds. Of course, the clock is not running, so that doesn't make any difference. Lancaster back in a shotgun. A late Brave comes onto the field. Yeah, they're running some clock. They're time to get it off. The clock is not running. And they put a man in motion. Inside handoff. Nice tackle by Soda over on the right side. Clock will start coming down to a minute 20. Crowd kind of thinning out with no doubt in the contest, and it's really cold. Second down and 12, 2-yard loss. And the ref is standing almost inside the one. Push him back. Let's get a safety. Then we get the ball back. Clock running down to 45 seconds. Braves kind of tighten it up. And timeout. There's a flag. Too much time. They don't care. Half the distance is about a foot. And again, the umpire in the defensive backfield, he's the one that keeps the clock. And he keeps that clock on him. It's a manual clock. Stacked up right at the goal line. I think they'll let the clock run out. We're coming down to 30 seconds. You got 40 seconds between plays. I don't think Star Valley is actually interested. They're not. They're running off the field. So the final score, 42-8, is the final. That I think Star Valley, they actually brought their starters, and I didn't think they were going to do that. As I've mentioned before, I have seen them play Cokeville, and they wouldn't bring their starter. The starters might have been dressed, but they wouldn't play them. They played seniors that don't get to play, and some of their JV kids against Cokeville. But I think they actually had their starters tonight. Both teams will shake hands. Soda will have to slap a lot more hands than the Braves do. Hope the Braves have a nice ride home. I'm sure they go down to Montpelier and go up through the canyon up Salt River Summit back into Afton. Again, Afton is almost straight east over the mountain from Soda. I love to go up over Tin Cup, drop down into Freedom, and then Thane, and then it's about 15, 20 miles south of Thane back to Afton. Usually eat at the Burger King there. That's all they have in Afton. A couple of good steak places. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up here. I know Sue Haley wants to get out of here. Final score, we're going to wrap it. We want to invite you to join us next week. It'll be homecoming, a conference game against the Malad Dragons. Junior varsity starts about 4:30. Varsity at 7 o'clock. So the Braves take the win, 42-8. That's going to do it here. Glade Bullock for Sue Haley Pinalo. We're going to wrap it up. Good night, everyone.